Welcome to the video, everybody. It's gonna be a bit of an ironic one because today is Valentine's Day. We are on our way to a Valentine's Day brunch. It's gonna be a relationship Q&A, and we're also gonna tell you about the wedding being off, unfortunately. Sad times, but we'll get into that. If you guys drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, you'll get the answer as to what is going on with the wedding. Long story short, cameraman is tired of my antics. First question of the video, are there times when cameraman gets tired of you filming all the time?
Yes.
Essentially, anytime I film, cameraman is tired of me filming.
That's not true. I'm just a very private person.
Yeah, and you have to understand like what it looks like to her. So all of our free time is her either getting up to hold the camera, be in my clip, take a thumbnail picture,
Cook for you.
cook for me. Yeah, like do something that involves making these videos. So can we please give it up for the most selfless woman alive?
You're welcome.
Cameraman. She's fantastic. Yes, it gets very overwhelming for her, I'm sure, but we appreciate her. And per current trend, it is about 20 degrees, rainy, gray, and nasty here in North Carolina, but we're going to one of our favorite spots called Sir Walter's. This place is delicious. You like this place?
I love it.
Yeah, it's great. Good coffee, good food, can't beat it. And this is why we love this place. Look at the food. This egg sandwich looks phenomenal. Their sweet potato tots are insane. Lattes, amazing. Megan went a little bit more traditional with some eggs and bacon. I will already tell you, this is at least a 9.42 out of 10. What's one thing you do that the other person has now started to do as well since being together?
I wake up at 5:30 now, which I would never have done before.
So you sleep in.
According to you, and I'd say I drink more water. You got me more into a routine.
More on a schedule.
Like everything is planned out.
Yeah, I have the tendency to do that. For me, I go to the grocery store. I do all the grocery shopping.
He does.
I tell you what,
He does.
put a ring on it, lady.
Travis, do you take home defense / CC more serious now that you have a family?
Like I said, /CC.
What is CC?
So conceal carry. Yes, absolutely. I mean, my primary life objective and responsibility is to keep my family safe. So of course, now that we're all under one roof, that's when things become a lot more serious, especially with everything going on in the world. I think when it really hit home was when we were living in North Hills and we had riots outside of our apartment complex, and I'm up at like 3 in the morning and people are trying to break into the building. And I mean, that would be a pretty helpless feeling to not have any type of way to defend yourself. And for some reason, guns have become political, and guns are one of the most there's nothing political about your Second Amendment right. And just to elaborate on that a little bit, because I get a lot of questions from people on Instagram for me to go into all the firearms I have, and I probably won't do like a whole video on that. Maybe I'll go into some of my favorites, but there's plenty to protect this household and all of the neighbors around us. But I would also encourage you, anyone watching this video, to do the same. Take it into your own hands, because what you'll find is the people that want to take some of those rights away are usually elitists that walk around with security that carry, firearms. So really think about it, and if you haven't given it much thought, and if you don't have a family, maybe not as much of an issue, but if you do, I would highly encourage you to at least consider. But if I can actually lose weight and put on strength, I think that's going to be a great test. Who does Alfie listen to more? Well, let's be very clear here. Alfie listens to no one. Use Travis to save 10%. They release every Sunday. But if you're asking who he listens to more, who do you think?
Probably me.
Yes. Alfie doesn't listen to a word I say.
You're like the fun guy, and I'm the rule enforcer.
Because I'm not like the oblivious parent that thinks their child is well behaved. Alfie is one of the least behaved dogs ever. But you know what? I love him to death. Doesn't that count for something? Oh, buddy. That's a sweet Valentine's Day kiss right there.
Oh, I want one.
You better share with your mama. Now let's officially address the title of today's video, but before I do that, just check out this Cuts sweatshirt. This is not like a sponsored video, but check out this detail. These crew necks are unbelievable. It's always linked in the description down below. I just love their clothes. They fit so well, and I know that some people will ask about it, so there you go. We haven't even told our wedding guests yet. It's all right, we got 2 weeks before this video releases. I need some good clickbait. So it is true, the wedding is off. Kinda sucks. We had our hopes up. But it's not because, well, you're not kicking me out, are you?
No.
Okay. So you might have heard of this disease that's going on around the world for the last year or so that's been causing a lot of issues. Well, yeah, same here. So here's kind of what happened. In the great state of North Carolina, there's still a lot of restrictions. We're in phase 3, whatever that means, no one actually knows. But so venue or any type of event is limited to 15 people, 10 people events are limited to. Obviously that's a very small wedding. And even if we had the wedding, there would be dancing. Dancing is not allowed.
Guests have to sit down unless they're eating or drinking. Basically no reception. It would just be a huge dinner party with masked.
Yeah, and
yes.
We'd have to wear masks the whole time, so like all of our wedding pictures would be covering up half our face, which I'm of the belief I look better in a mask, but someone as beautiful as Megan. That's not really what we wanted, especially because our drink and food minimum was so high that if we only had 10 people, we'd be paying like $2,000 a head or something, ridiculous. So, all that being said, we're not having the wedding. Now, obviously, a lot of thought has gone into this decision, and there's a lot of other things that have played into it, but as of right now, it's just not in our best interest to have a traditional wedding, which is unfortunate, and I am disappointed, but at the end of the day, it's not something that you can change, and it could be a lot worse. So we're just gonna play the hands we were dealt, and we'll make the best of it, for sure. We'll still get married, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll still get married. I mean, we could go to the courthouse tomorrow, maybe. We could go elope in Vegas. We'll figure it out one way or another. We'll have a proper celebration when the timing is right. But as of now, we're gonna have to call off what we had planned, which I feel bad for Megan because she spent a lot of time planning this, but it's just the way things are right now. What are some major projects that you guys want to tackle around the house?
I think lately we've been focused on the outdoor area, especially because spring is coming up and we still need to fence in the yard for Alfie. We looked into working with a landscaper and setting up a little bit more privacy around the perimeter of mostly the back area. We're pretty open in front of all of these neighbors and we kind of want to make it feel a little bit more secluded and like our own. And then on the covered porch area, we want to stain the deck, probably paint the outer portion, and then furnish and kind of make it a little bit of a outdoor oasis with maybe a dining table and a sectional or a sofa and possibly like a TV outdoors. And I'm not sure if we'll do like an easy breeze or just a screened in porch, but we still need to get quotes for that.
Hey babe, somebody wants to know, is the Peloton worth it?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I am not the type to like jump on some weird workout bandwagon, but the Peloton is good.
1000%. We both love this thing, worth every penny. Now, granted, we did get a steal on Facebook, so keep your eyes out. And it doesn't need to be a Peloton. You can get like an Echelon or any of the other brands, but we do love the instructors on the Peloton, so we highly recommend it. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. There's a bad throw. Bad throw, buddy. Bad throw. Hey. One more time. Sit. Good boy. Yeah. Hey, buddy. All right. Post-workout, going to be having a Built Bar. You guys know I've been eating a lot of these lately. This is the chocolate peanut butter brownie. This is one of my favorite flavors that they make, and you guys can actually save 20% using Travis. I'm gonna leave that link down below. This is actually chocolate inside. Just check out this texture. Oh my gosh. That is the best part about the bar right there. You know, it's only right. You have a little bit of chocolate on Valentine's Day. Might as well have it go straight to the bicep. So check out Built Bars. Again, a link down below. Save yourself 20% using code Travis. Megan just sent out the announcement that the wedding is officially off. Kind of hit me. It's not ideal, guys. It's really sad. But you know what? We're still gonna get married. We're still gonna make the best of it. We'll have a party eventually. You know. Anyway, let's get into these questions. When to talk finances with your significant other? What stage of their relationship do you talk finances? And I think it kind of happens naturally if you're like actually communicating, don't you? Like it comes up in conversation.
Yeah.
And I think like before you're getting ready to take like the next step in terms of like if you're getting to that stage where you might be getting engaged or getting married, inevitably you have to talk about finances, in my opinion.
Yeah.
When did we?
I don't know. I think it just like would come up. I think you kind of get glimpses of like what your partner, whether they're kind of more on the spendy side or more on the saving side, you kind of just figure that out organically.
Yep.
And then like maybe you could use that as like a talking point somehow.
Megan's
So, like,
definitely
that's a deeper
not on the spendy side at all. She's on the saving side. Yeah, I mean, and you have to make compromises too. Like I feel like we've both made compromises.
Yeah.
And we figured out a solution that's going to be right for us, and that is we're going to be sugar daddy. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. And shout out to the most beautiful cameraman for this homemade pizza on this wonderful Valentine's Day. The real MVP right there, boys and girls. This guy coming in a close second. Last question of the video. What do you fight most about?
Honestly, I feel like quarantine has made me a little stir crazy. I don't know. I think I've gotten like a lot of like pent up stress and anger, and I just take it out on him. And you're not supposed to do that, but it just happens, and it's nothing he does.
It's okay. That's what I'm here for.
And then you obviously get upset because you're like, I didn't do anything wrong, but we usually get over it.
It's petty stuff. Like,
It's so petty.
we don't.
So dumb.
Like I feel like it's cliche when couples say this, but we don't fight.
No, like I'll just get mad about, oh my gosh, I just cleaned the counters or something dumb.
Yeah. Or I mean, with the wedding, there's been a lot of stress as well. So that's been pent up.
Yeah.
But I mean, like we don't. I'm sure you guys could probably assume this, but we don't get into like screaming matches by any means.
No.
I don't know. Have I ever even raised my voice?
No, you haven't.
Yeah. But I mean, we don't. There's not much that we can fight about. Like we get along really well, which is
Yeah.
why we're getting married. So.
Yeah, or I think we've learned like proper communication styles. Like
Yeah.
I think that there's a level of maturity there.
Yeah.
Where we know how to explain how we're feeling. If you don't have that, you need to
Get on it.
Yeah.
So, long story short, the only time we fight is when she's being crazy. Okay, everybody, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope everyone had an amazing Valentine's Day. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Do you want us to do more Q&As? Should we get cameraman to get in front of the camera more often? I definitely think so, but thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. You could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That is pretty awesome. Please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Don't forget to turn on those post notifications, and I look forward to talking to y'all next time.
Hell is for the way you look at me.
Take a selfie. You gonna find yourself in the credits.
Is it on? Okay. I don't think so. I didn't hear the beat.